Hello, I am Ada, an AI avatar created with tools from Synthesia. Today, I am going to explain some evidence-based strategies for identifying deepfake videos. AI avatars from Synthesia are different from deepfake videos because everyone involved in the production of a Synthesia video consents and understands how the real person's likeness will be used. But in deepfakes, the real person whose likeness is being depicted did not consent and would likely object to their likeness being used in the deepfake. However, the technologies being used in the two instances are similar. In a 2024 study, a researcher asked participants to view two real and two deepfake videos and then try to identify which was real and which was a deepfake. Most of the participants in that study were not able to identify consistently which was which. However, for those that did make correct identifications, some successful strategies emerged. As I review for you what those strategies were, you may wish to observe me as an AI avatar. Are you able to see any of the indicators that the researcher identified? The researcher identified three categories of strategies for recognizing deepfake videos: media-based strategies, knowledge-based strategies, and search-based strategies. The first of the media-based strategies involves looking for graphical anomalies. These are imperfections in the video, like discoloration, blurred or pixelated edges, and distortions in the image. The second of the media-based strategies involves behavioral anomalies. In other words, are the people depicted in the video making unnatural facial or bodily movements? Pay close attention to lip synchronization, movement of body parts, and facial expressions. In creating an AI avatar, the real person creating the video must correctly time such things as facial expressions, hand gestures, and head nods. It is difficult to make those things look natural, and if they aren't just right, they can be telltale signs of an artificially produced deep fake. The last of the media-based strategies involves examining the production quality of the video. First, look at the speaker's voice inflection, like the changes in pitch and tone of the speaker's voice. Do those inflections sound natural in the context of what the speaker is saying? Also, artificially generated voices will sometimes mispronounce words that are spelled the same but are pronounced differently depending on context, such as the word that is spelled L-I-V-E. When describing an event that is happening right now, we would pronounce that word live so that it would rhyme with dive. But if we pronounce it live, we mean to be alive. Did you hear how I messed those up? Sometimes deepfake videos will use those types of words incorrectly. Finally, if the speaker is someone whose voice you already know, compare the voice inflection in the video to other occasions when you have heard that person speak. Do they match? If not, you might be right to doubt whether it is authentic. A second thing to consider when evaluating the production quality of a video is the sound quality. Listen for the consistency of the sound quality. Does it cut in and out? Is it distorted? Are there background noises that do not match the scene in the video? These also can be signs of a deep fake. Now, we are going to examine the knowledge-based strategies the researcher identified. This strategy requires viewers of the video to apply their own knowledge to help decide whether the video is authentic. The first knowledge-based strategy is message evaluation. Setting aside the question of truthfulness or accuracy, this strategy simply asks, does what the person is saying make sense? Is it plausible? And can you understand what is being said? Content with incomprehensible language or outlandish claims might indicate a deep fake. By itself, message evaluation is not an especially helpful strategy, but used in conjunction with other strategies, it can be a useful way to identify a deep fake. Another type of knowledge-based strategy is knowledge of the actor. In other words, if you are already familiar with the person depicted in the video, compare what is being said in the video with what you already know about that person. Is the message of the video consistent with what that person would say? If not, that is a good indication that the video might be a deep fake. A third type of knowledge-based strategy is knowledge of the topic. If there are factual inaccuracies in the content of the video, that could be an indicator that the video might not be real. Finally, it is helpful to have knowledge of deepfakes and their challenges. Deepfakes of famous people are more commonly made than deepfakes of ordinary people. Deepfakes about popular or significant topics are made more often than mundane topics. And, from a technological standpoint, complex scenes with a lot of body movement are more challenging for deepfake technology to make than more simple scenes. For that reason, more convincing deepfakes tend to be more simple, like a single talking head, like how you see me now. The researchers identified two search-based strategies. The first was to use an internet search engine to find out whether there were already articles addressing the video and whether it had already been identified as a deepfake. The other was to ask others, people whom you already know who might be more knowledgeable about the person depicted in the video or the topic being discussed. It is important to understand that none of these strategies are foolproof, and deepfake technologies are getting better and better at fooling people. The use of any single strategy we have reviewed in this video might not be very helpful, but using them in combination increases the likelihood that you will be able to correctly identify whether a video contains a deepfake or a real person. That completes our review of deepfakes and how to spot them. If you have more questions on deepfake technology, you may wish to visit your local library and ask for resources on information and media literacy.